There are many different aspects of your life that can have an effect on your health or the progression of an illness. And a variety of activities carried out by humans are to blame for either the health or the illness. Today, however, we are going to talk about a different topic, which is something that a person is not doing that contributes to the development of an illness. This is what people refer to as an omission. These omissions are extremely challenging to identify. Because of this, you are unable to notice omissions, regardless of whether they are present in the things you eat or in the environment around you, because they are imperceptible. Therefore, today I will discuss how a lack of physical exercise or mobility might damage your DNA. Indeed, it is substantial and extremely intriguing. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel and click the L button to get subsequent updates. To begin, let us take a look at this particular meaning of the word sedentary. This suggests that the individual has an inclination to sit for lengthy periods of time. The word sit comes from the Latin language, which is where the phrase first appeared. If you have a sedentary lifestyle, you probably spend most of your time seated, whether you do so while watching television or playing video games. The fact that our physical selves were intended to have a great lot of freedom of movement presents a challenge. Therefore, if you properly study and investigate the genetics that are contained inside our bodies, you will find that inactivity causes a great deal of issues. These problems manifest themselves both in the activation of genes that promote illness and in the repression of genes that promote health. Our genes have developed over the course of time in conjunction with mobility. Therefore, the sedentary lives that we lead generate a lot of difficulties. Let us talk about how this impacts our health, since 31% of people aged 15 or over are physically inactive. In fact, this percentage accounts for the population. And the study that we are about to summarize compares people who get less than 2.5 hours of physical activity per week to those who get more than 2.5 hours of physical activity per week, and finds that the risk of breast cancer increases by 22% and the risk of death by 41%. This is the mortality risk associated with physical inactivity alone. Cardiovascular disease increases by 43%. Your diabetes risk increases by 85%. The diabetes-related cardiovascular disease mortality rate is 92%, and the risk of gallstones increases by 49%. Colon cancer rises by 85%. Stroke risk increases by 117%. Just from physical inactivity. It is mind-boggling that we have this notion that taking time off and having leisure time will increase our chances of survival. Sitting on the beach and doing nothing will reduce stress for a short period of time. But in order to reduce stress for an extended period of time, you must remain active. However, we know that exercise is essential because it activates genes that improve health and survival. Essentially, exercise alone will improve cognitive function. In addition, a sedentary lifestyle will lower your cognitive function and overall mood. In addition, it drastically alters your cholesterol levels. They discovered that inactive individuals have a significantly worse lipid profile. Inactive individuals have more sympathetic nervous system activity, which is more enjoyable. A conflict, which results in increased tension and poor quality sleep. Less physically active individuals had higher blood sugar levels, more insulin, and worse insulin resistance. This is why exercise alone may significantly reduce your blood sugar and help you overcome insulin resistance. Clearly, this is about far more than simply weight reduction. You should exercise for substantial health advantages. In addition, physical activity lowers inflammation. Now, this requires a little explanation since it is possible to overtrain and maintain an inflammatory condition in the body. For the bulk of the population, it is important to avoid overtraining. Yet regular, consistent exercise is necessary for life and wellness. And you may easily determine what sort of exercise you need by engaging in a variety of exercises and seeing your body's response. Others may do much better with endurance type training, but my physique is not suited for marathons or other endurance type exercise. Therefore, you should do brief bursts of high-intensity activity followed by enough relaxation and sleep. Therefore, 3 suggestions only. Okay, first and foremost, engage in consistent, regular exercise depending on your responses. Now, it does not have to be exercise. It can be any physical activity, whether it be working outside or inside. Any treatment that promotes motion would be eligible. Number 2. Make sure your sleep is excellent. If you have difficulty with it. And third, this is a major issue for a large number of individuals. Moreover, this pertains to exercising. You should always maintain a low level of inflammation. Therefore, this would suggest avoiding overtraining and consuming anti-inflammatory foods. People will tell you that red meat causes inflammation, cancer, etc., but they do not differentiate between grass-fed and grain-fed meat. These animals are fed omega-6 grains, which increase inflammation, as opposed to grass, which gives them omega-3 fatty acids. Therefore, there is a substantial difference. When you consume grass-fed, grass-finished animal products, you consume an anti-inflammatory meal. Similarly, there is a distinction between fish fed with foreign food and fish caught in the wild, particularly salmon. Therefore, all seafood is extremely high in omega-3. Omega-3 is exceptionally protective against inflammatory genes and overtraining during exercise. Vitamin D is an extremely essential anti-inflammatory nutrient. Vitamin D is the most important type of vitamin, especially during the winter, and more people are discovering its importance during the summer months as well. They have genetic deficiencies in vitamin D absorption and activation, which explains a great deal. Because vitamin D is intimately involved in so many different biochemical reactions, this explains why their immune system is weak and why they experience aches and pains. As far as essential nutrients go, vitamin D is at the top of the list. In terms of their ability to affect your genes, exercise and fasting are similar. It is called epigenetics, and if you snack frequently, which is unhealthy, you should practice intermittent fasting. Okay? And also exercise. These two factors should be emphasized similarly to diet. That is it for today. I hope you find this video informative. Like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel before leaving. Thank you watching. See you in the next video.